Hey you guys, just letting you know to stick around to the end of the episode. We're gonna have a little round table, long couch discussion with the four of us. We're really big Lord of the Rings nerds. Aaron is a first-time viewer, so if you want to see our discussion at the end, please stick around. Enjoy the reaction. Hey you guys, we are back with another episode of Hannah and Aaron React to Lord of the Rings. This time we are watching Return of the King. I don't know why I sang it. I'm just so excited.
Yeah?
I was watching the last one back and I just was smiling like a crazy person the whole time because I'm just so excited. How are you feeling?
Apparently you're feeling great.
I'm feeling great. I'm so excited.
I'm feeling good. Man, we left off very interesting last movie.
Really quick, if you're new, if you didn't watch our other two videos and you're just checking out Return of the King, I have seen Lord of the Rings. They are my all-time favorite movies. Like, nothing will ever be better than them. I'm a huge nerd. I got all sorts of paraphernalia, weird nerd collectible cards, everything. Aaron is my fiance. We're getting married soon, and he's never seen them.
I'm more like you, normal people out there. You know, just a casual movie watcher. You know, I'm not a nerd. I live a normal life.
Yeah, it's not
joking.
Not gonna work.
I realize I'm the anomaly because so many of you have seen these movies. Like all of you have seen these, and they're pretty good. Like the first one's okay. You know, the second one's better, but it's just they're actually really good. I'm enjoying every moment of all these.
That's the right answer.
I can't wait to watch this one. We were talking about what happened last time?
Yeah, last episode.
So last
episode,
movie. My precious, what's his name?
He has two names. His good side and his bad side. One starts with a G.
Gollum.
Good. And the other one starts with an S.
I don't know the other
SM.
Smeagol.
Yeah, good job.
Gollum. You know how I attempted to remember this was Gotham, Batman. That was my clue. My brain didn't work. So it was a bad clue. But Gollum, yeah. So he feels like he's betrayed.
Yeah.
And he's
by Frodo and Sam.
And so he has this alter personality that's like, they're like, hey, let's get him. Like let's ruin
and get the ring back.
And get the ring back.
Yeah.
So Sam and Frodo and Sam. I don't know why I put Sam first. He's the
hero.
Yeah, but he's the second character. So Frodo and Sam are going to Mount Doom, and they're gonna destroy that ring, accompanied by the squad. What's their official titles? They're the council, right? Is that what they call them, the council?
You mean the Fellowship?
Fellowship. They're the Fellowship.
So they're not with any of them anymore.
They're not with them, but they're meeting up with them, right? That's the whole sense.
The last movie, everybody's kind of on their own journey, but they're all they're in the same goal, right? Okay. So they're trying to defeat, Saruman with his orcs and that kind of thing. So it's all like they're all pushing for the same goal.
Yeah, and he's pissed.
Saruman.
He's bad. Gandalf the White is back.
Mm-hmm.
Came with the white horse.
With a makeover. I don't know why I said it like that. I'm sorry. I'm excited. A makeover. A glow up. Keep going.
He's Gandalf Jesus.
He's Gandalf Jesus now.
Basically.
He can do everything.
Yeah. But yeah, so I'm excited.
Yeah.
It's going to be good.
It's going to be good. And again, so in case you're wondering, we are watching the theatrical versions. I know people are going to be upset with me. I am a diehard Lord of the Rings fan, and I believe that everybody should watch the extended versions. Trust me. He's going to be watching them. He's marrying me. I have all of them on DVD. I watch them every year. But because Aaron is a very new movie watcher, like, he hasn't seen a lot of big movies. You've seen movies, but not these long movies. So for his sake, so that he can not fall asleep during them, because it's kind of true, I would rather him stay awake and enjoy them than get the extended versions the first time. So please do not come for me, because I'm on your side. I agree that they are the best, but for a first-time watcher...
Come for her down in the comment section. Just come for her.
Come for me if you want, but I think it's the right decision for him personally. But anyways, enough talking.
Enough.
I think, are you ready?
I'm ready. Let's get to it.
I don't think you're ready.
I'm ready.
I don't think you're ready.
I think you're more ready than I am. But...
I'm super ready. I'm excited. This is my favorite. This is my favorite one. It's going to be good.
Let's do it.
All right. Without any further ado, let's go to Middle Earth.
Let's do it.
Also, we could not watch this movie 3 hours long without our favorite snack. If you guys have stuck around long enough, you know how much we love crumble cookie.
Boom!
These are our favorite cookies of all time. So, Aaron, what flavors do we have today?
We have sticky bun.
Ooh, sticky buns.
We have red velvet.
Cream cheese, right?
Cream cheese. Red velvet cake, they call it.
I love that one. So
we have an iced oatmeal.
I've never tried that one.
And then a pumpkin cake.
Oh.
With, looks like caramelized walnuts on top.
Yum. Which one looks the best to you?
This one right here, oatmeal. You want to try some?
Yeah, let's try it. Break me off a piece.
Okay.
Alrighty.
Try that one right there. You ready?
Cheers. I don't even like oatmeal, but that's pretty good.
Pretty good, huh?
Yeah. Well, we're gonna delve into more of these and get started with the movie.
Let's go.
Let's go.
Where's Gollum?
Who?
Smeagol.
Smeagol! I've got one!
You asked where Smeagol was.
Wow, he looks like him too.
It's my birthday. What?
His voice. Oh. Whoa. Wow.
Dang.
Oh. Oh. Ugh.
Not before Mr. Frodo's had something to eat.
See, Sam's gonna snuff that out. He's too smart.
You might be right.
Here goes your boo.
There he is. Honestly, Aragorn's looking pretty fine too.
Yeah.
Just saying.
Well-
Gandalf.
Don't say we might get a copyright strike.
Yeah, that's true.
Hard day's work. Only you've never done a hard day's work.
Pip and Mary? Pippin and Mary?
Yeah.
So look, who they're gonna
Look,
see.
they're reuniting.
Aww.
This might be the second time I've seen the theatrical version.
Really?
Yeah. It's weird, all the stuff they've cut out
Yeah.
already.
What is that?
Remember
Bowling
that
ball?
eye he had in the first two movies where he would talk to Sauron?
Yeah, that's it?
Mm-hmm.
It's a Palantir.
Palantir, thank you.
Uh-oh.
No. Not. Never.
That's cool in the water.
Mm-hmm.
Who's she?
She hungers for sweeter meats.
Uh-oh. Uh-oh. Oh!
Hit him.
Get him!
Frodo has too much of a heart.
You're right. Frodo and I have the same Myers-Briggs.
I can see that.
Uh-oh. Oh.
Pippin.
Oh.
Uh-oh.
Pippin.
Oh. Ooh. Oh, wow.
What did you see?
Ooh.
What did you tell him? Speak. What did you tell him about Frodo and the ring?
Oh, no.
Uh-oh.
A fool.
Phew.
Last of the long bottom. I know you've run out. You smoke too much. Run, Shadowfax. Show us the meaning of haste. Mary!
Oh.
Uh-oh. Something about to happen?
Mm.
Oh, wow.
A son, perhaps?
Dang, she can see in the future like that?
You saw my son,
Hmm.
That future is almost gone.
but it is not lost.
He's just trying to protect her.
Yeah. That's true.
Renewed shall be blade that was broken.
Oh. Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Wow.
That's what they wanted to build.
Kickstarter.
Kickstarter.
It didn't work?
They only got like $1 million. They needed $1 billion.
They really need $1 billion?
Yeah.
Dude, to build that whole thing, yeah.
Can you imagine?
Probably more now.
It's up like an
Billion?
entire mountain.
Yeah, it probably would be.
Look at that.
If a football stadium costs $1 billion, that probably costs
This
$1
is my
billion.
favorite track on the soundtrack.
Me too.
Did you listen to it in the car yesterday?
No, not today.
I'll play this on the piano for you when we're done. There's the tree.
Pride Rock.
Kinda.
I come with tidings in this dark hour, and with counsel. Perhaps you come to explain this.
Mm.
Oh.
Is there any hope, Gandalf? For Frodo and Sam?
There never was much hope,
Dang.
just a fool's hope.
Does that mean they don't make it? Remember we talked about last movie. They don't make it. It's the best movie of all time.
The way into Mordor. Secret stair.
Would you climb that?
Heck no. Is that what he said, climb?
Yeah.
Ooh. Dang.
It's crazy.
Found them.
Uh-oh.
Is that a dragon?
The great battle of our time.
Dang. They're just hiding?
Yeah.
What's the odds that they're in that exact spot?
I know.
Oh, gosh.
Yeah, get him.
Brave. There's a lot of dudes, man.
Yeah. Ooh.
Gosh. Oh.
Good job,
that.
Pippin. Now get off. I always thought about what it was like to have, like, someone had to just live up there, wait to light their beacon.
Wait, yeah, basically.
The beacons have been acidic! The beacons are lit!
They're lit.
Great!
What's he gonna do?
And Rohan will answer.
Yes! Yes! Come on! It's exciting!
Ride with us.
Just to the encampment.
Is she gonna like die or something?
Women of the court. to
And
farewell.
then his other boo's gonna be waiting? I was like, that sounds like that dragon.
Mm-hmm. Well, that's the Nazgul making that noise.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Yeah, they scream.
Dang. Dang.
They're taking whole horses, man.
Dang, they strong.
Yeah. Ooh. Yes.
Is that just because of light?
Yeah. It's his power.
They don't like it.
They don't like.
Been and done nothing.
Remember him? Oh, no, he doesn't know him. He knows Frodo.
You've seen Frodo and Sam.
Aww.
Where?
He let him go. I remember that.
Don't touch him! Wild as loves, pros.
He's smart.
Mm-hmm.
You wish now that our places have been exchanged, that I had died and Boromir had lived.
I wish that.
Dang. At least he's honest. I don't like you like that.
It's his dad.
I know, but at least he was honest. Just kill him right now, dude. Come on, Sam. Just... Is there any parody movies for this?
Probably.
Oh,
The Hobbit. I'm just kidding.
I mean,
Oh, he's setting him up, huh?
It's all the food they have left.
Dang.
Crumbs on his jacket says, "Who turtles? Who turtles?"
Don't turn him against him.
That thing around your neck.
Uh-oh.
I could help a bit.
Oh, no.
I don't want to keep it. I just want to help.
He's such a good friend. Don't laugh.
Dude, kill him right now. Snipe him in the back.
That's cool.
Get right, dude. We got no shot.
Is behind the world ahead
Dang, you could actually sing.
until the stars are all alive.
Dang.
Shall fade. All shall.
All shall fade. Jeez.
Mm-hmm.
That's that whole like camp city.
No, that's their army. They're going to Gondor.
Dang.
The horses are restless, and the men are quiet.
Uh-oh. What does that mean?
Ooh.
Let's find some food.
He's
Me.
always hungry.
That's so me.
I choose a mortal life.
Aww.
They answer to no one. They will answer to the King of Gondor.
Wow.
Okay. Pretty epic moment.
So he's about to go up to the mountains and summon all the people.
But only the King of Gondor can do that. And he has that sword that was broken now. So it's like he's officially kind of becoming
the king.
the king.
Wow.
Like,
We need you here.
He's got a ghost armor. That sucks.
I cannot give you what you seek.
Ghosted. Friend zone.
friend zoned.
That sucks. I was really hoping for them.
I thought you wanted him in Arwen.
I did, but like it still like sucks.
Yeah.
He starts with like, yeah. Aww.
Might as well accept it. We're going with you, laddie.
Yay. The trio. I feel like I've been smiling for the last hour and a half. I'm just so happy.
Long ago, the men of the mountains swore an oath to the last king of Gondor
Something doesn't feel right.
to come to his aid, to fight. They fled, vanishing into the darkness of the mountain.
Wow.
The way is shut. It was made by those who are dead, and the dead keep it.
Look at that eye. Is it an eye?
Yeah.
Ooh. Dang, they make him look so small.
I know.
Aww.
Ride with me.
Aww. Ooh.
One who will have your allegiance.
Show him that sword.
Do not suffer the living to pass.
Dude, that looks sick.
You will suffer me.
No, you must die.
That don't even work, dude. Dang.
Ugh.
Wow. Wow.
It has been remade.
That sword, that's cool. That actually worked. That's awesome.
What say you?
What say they?
They didn't say anything.
What say they?
Nothing.
We don't know.
We don't know.
Are you kidding me? There's that many people? Also, what's up with Frodo? Like,
Just climbing those stairs, man.
Let us ease their pain. Release the prisoners.
are those just dead people? Ah. Could you see this part?
Yeah, they let me watch that.
These dudes are off the chain, man.
Yeah.
Abandon your post! Flee! Flee for your life!
Yeah. Yeah.
Prepare for battle!
There you go. That sounds better. Ooh, if you heard that right. That was- oh. Oh, right towards your face, dude. Woo! Oh,
jeez.
snaps. They gonna start picking people up.
Mm-hmm. Oh.
Oh, no. Wow.
Yes, Gandalf. Come on.
He's smooth.
Yes, Pippin. Let's go.
It's a trap, huh? What if Sam's like right behind? Is like. Oh my gosh.
What's gonna happen?
You gonna try to kill him?
It's sticky. What is it?
That's what she said.
That's a good one.
Oh. Yeah, you sent him away, bro.
He told you, man. Oh. How'd you not have nightmares watching these movies? Oh.
Going down seems way worse.
Yeah, it does. Oh, no. No, 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 no. Oh, the food. He can, like, get it and show him. Or maybe he's like, I gotta go save him. Yes.
Maybe eat a bite first.
The little hungry. Oh, man. Oh. Dude, I can't wait to watch this with, like, lights off,
Yeah.
sound.
I know.
Oh, dude. What is it? I knew it! it's a spider.
No. I don't like it.
It made sense. I'm like, there's webs. There's a spider somewhere. Oh.
She big.
She thick. Oh no. Okay, it looks a little hilarious, but I'm still
Emily and I
scared.
are making the same face.
I'm just like,
Dead. Oh.
You were close. Ugh. One of my biggest fears is being chased, especially
And
by
a
something
spider?
that's yes, and by something that's bigger than me. Wow.
Oh.
Get him, Frodo.
Ooh, good fight. Got him. Oh my gosh, don't fall for this bull crap. He keeps falling for it, man. Oh gosh. Oh no 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 no. Oh, that's it.
Yeah. I know.
It's just like that. He's gone. That was a good character.
I know.
Wow.
This task was appointed to you, Frodo of the Shire. If you do not find a way, no one will.
Yes, Frodo. Yes.
That's cool. These dudes are off the chain. Bro, what is that? Oh. Oh, dang.
Gotta break the door.
This has to go in like the top technological advanced old. Like, it's just so smart. Like, who comes up with that? They have no guns, they have no explosives, but they come up with like the coolest stuff.
Guns?
Yeah. Like, it's not in time, right? Like, they're not gonna have guns yet.
No.
That's what I'm saying. That's so smart.
Yeah?
It's super creative.
No matter what comes through that gate, you will stand your ground.
Oh! Dude!
Even Gandalf was like, duh!
Gosh, it's back.
Don't.
Oh.
I can't.
I know.
It's so
I've
quiet.
seen this 1,000 times and I cannot.
That is unreal.
Ugh.
That is so creepy.
It's so quiet. It's just... Oh. Oh. Look up. Look up. Oh. Oh no. What? Even the sound of it
You know.
just. Oh yes!
Yes!
Let's go!
Come on! Yeah, Sam!
Ooh! Got him in the eye. Oh no 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 no!
Go, Sam, go. Yes.
Got him.
Yes.
Got him. Got him. They look at. He looks super dead. Oh.
Don't leave me here alone. Don't go where I come from.
What does that mean when it turns blue?
That means that something's coming.
What?
Orcs.
Good job.
This fellow ain't dead.
Ooh, come on, Sam! He has that look in his eye.
I know.
That's those pretty dudes.
Pretty dudes.
The army. Jay! Yo! Oh, I'm sorry.
It's okay.
Sorry below us. Dang. This is the second time where I've had like the cool feeling like,
That
yo.
chills.
They don't have the trees, but still it's still cool.
Still cool.
And we might have the dead ghost people too. Hopefully. Dude, look at this. She looks a little scared, guys.
Wouldn't you be?
Well, yeah, but...
Spears shall be shaken! Shields shall be splintered!
Oh.
A sword day! A red day! And the sun rises!
Dude, there's that many people.
6,000, baby.
It's so cool.
How do you stay like in sequence without like I'll be running into people.
They're horse masters, remember?
Yeah.
Right now! Right
Dude, this is like the battle, huh? Wow.
I can't help but smile. It's just so good.
Dang. Oh, there goes some of them.
Not even close, though. They're still coming.
Dude. Uh-oh.
They're
He
scared.
said, uh-oh.
He's scared. Yes.
Dang. Yo.
Meanwhile.
This guy. I like him.
Crazy pants.
He's nice and extra.
You will not take my son from me!
This is crazy. Oh. There you go.
Look at that.
What?
Bye.
Make safe the city!
It's one thing we forgot.
Those big old things.
You know.
Whoa.
Just a few Oliphants.
Oh, some. Wow. Just kidding. But no, the ghost guys can kill them. They got those guys.
Yeah, maybe.
Hopefully.
What say you?
That's so intimidating, though.
Yeah. Oof.
Wow. This dude's flying. Dang. Woo! Just
stomp him down.
Just.
Or you could do this.
Ooh! Ooh, get the other ones, yes! Oh! 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 No, 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 no. Oh! Okay. This is stressful.
Enough. See what?
White shores.
That isn't so bad.
Oh, dang. He's like, shoot.
Oh.
Oh, no. Oh, shoot. Oh.
Kill you if you touch him.
Dang! Oh, he's about to be pissed.
Late as usual. Violent scum. There's knife work here needs doing.
These my guys. Dude. Dude.
May the best sport win.
Yo! That was sick! Dude.
There they go.
No man can kill me.
Can I have it?
I am no man.
Ah! Ah! Let's go.
This is off the man. This is
Every
nice.
movie he has like some sick move. 3 arrows.
Damn.
That still only counts as one.
Doing okay there?
I'm sad. We haven't seen Solomon at all. Saruman. We haven't seen him at all.
It's very biblical. Solomon.
Solomon.
What do you do with all the dead people? What? No. Okay. No. It's smart. They're like, oh, okay.
They're like, yeah, we got this.
Dude, okay, Sam. Yo. Dude, Sam's got the moves.
Anybody who says Sam is not the hero is wrong.
That's wrong, 100%.
Where's the ring at?
Bleed you like a stuck pig. Not if I stick you first.
Aww. That's awesome. That's cool.
Something's drawn its gaze.
This is so like, ugh. They know how to really make this freaking.
Draw it out.
Yeah, it's just like, it's like intense.
Mm-hmm.
Like, are these guys gonna make it? I know they make it because this, it's a movie, but jeez.
You don't.
I see in your eyes the same fear that would take the heart of me. All that you hold dear on this good earth. I bid you stand,
Music's cool.
men of the West!
Is that not the most epic speech you've ever heard?
It's up there. It's pretty good.
Name one that's better.
I can't at this moment. It's up there.
Exactly.
This is the first time I'm hearing it, so I'll put it up there.
I thought I'd die fighting side by side with an elf.
What about side by side with a friend?
Aww.
I could do that.
Aww.
Do you remember the Shire, Mr. Furlong? It'll be spring soon. Sam, I can't recall a taste of food. No veil between me and the way of fire. Come on, Mr. Furlong. I can't carry it for you. But I can carry you. Come on!
That's cool, man.
For Frodo.
Let's go.
Dang. Jeez, this is crazy.
We're almost there.
Oh. Really? Wow, he's back. Yeah, I know you looked at me crazy when I said that.
Remember the moth?
No. Oh, Ma.
Remember that he caught like this in the first one?
Oh.
Remember the eagles?
Dang.
The eagles are coming!
I kind of do. Wow.
It was very brief, so.
Dang, they're just eating them. Jeez. That's where he drops it?
Destroy it!
Come on. Come on. Come on. My circle's gonna suck, but I don't care.
Your what?
My circle's gonna suck, but I don't care. Oh my gosh. Oh!
The ring is mine.
Oh, no. Dude. No! You gotta kill him. Oh! Oh God. This is a good freaking movie, man. They keep playing with me. Ah!
He bit his finger off.
So much stuff happening. Whoa, no, no, no! Oh, yay! Feel his one finger, dude. Ah! No.
Don't you let go.
Wow. Wow, this is... They just stop? That's cool. That's awesome.
Yes.
Wow. Oh. Dang. That had to be sick in the theater.
It was.
Wow. Wait, Frodo and them are still in there. No. Dang. No happy endings here. Oh, is that there? Is that there?
Run.
Oh, dude. Okay, they made it out. I want to see the Shire again. Secretly, I'm like, oh, it's gonna be like green.
The Shire again.
It's gonna be like green and trees, right?
I know.
More
It
fireworks.
feels like a memory at this point, doesn't it?
Glad to be with you, Samwise Gamgee.
You crying?
Mm-mm. I don't cry, but man, that's good though. They're really good friends. Okay, longest black screen ever, bro. Why'd I do that crap? Jeez. I'm like... Eagles?
Eagles.
Oh, Gandalf. New Instagram filter right there.
All blemishes gone.
Okay, he's not dead, right? Okay, I'm starting to get worried. He's dead.
No, he didn't. He didn't know Gandalf was alive.
Oh, he didn't?
He hasn't
No.
seen Gandalf
Since he
morning.
fell.
Wow. Oh, yay.
He's seeing all his friends.
No, I want him to see his girl, man. Does he get to see his girl? Aw. Dude, he's the MVP, man. MVP of the whole movie.
Right?
Now come the days of the king.
That's cool. Beard all nicely pressed.
May they be blessed.
Blessed. Whoa. Where's your Budo? They hit her. Oh, it's so perfect. I love stories.
I know.
It's like 3 movies in the making. Wow, the sacrifice she made for him. Ooh, you went for the tongue, all right. That's cool. They do look kind of set apart from the scene. That's cool. That's stuff.
You bow to no one.
That's cool.
I'm fine.
13 months to the day
13 months.
since Gandalf sent us on our long journey. We found ourselves looking upon a familiar sight.
There you go, babe.
There you go.
Yes. Yes. What's the odds that Bilbo's still alive?
I don't know. It's crazy because this place is untouched and they've been through so much, like war.
Yeah, and they probably have no clue
Yeah.
what happened. How close they were all to dying.
Yeah. What they did for them. Yeah.
Flash forward.
There, back again. A Hobbit's Tale by Bilbo Baggins.
Oh.
And The Lord of the Rings by Frodo Baggins.
To the harbour, Bilbo. The elves have accorded you a special place on the last ship to leave Middle-earth.
What?
It is time, Frodo.
What does he mean?
What? No. Oh, let's do a happy moment. It's so sad.
I know.
Are you crying over there?
You're heartless if you don't.
Oh, ended on a white screen. Oh, there's more. Oh, they played. Oh, that's a good movie.
Woo! All right.
Favorite movie, eh?
What'd you think?
Pretty good.
Pretty good. That's not what I want to hear.
I like
Was
that.
it the best movies you've ever seen?
It's close. I had to watch them multiple times because to understand everything.
That's fair.
What is your favorite movie of all time?
My favorite movie of all time. I don't know. Probably. I don't know. I told you like Bad Boys 2.
Is this as good as Bad Boys 2?
It's up there.
Ugh.
It's up there. It's good.
And?
It's good.
You want to expound? Do you want to talk about it?
Yeah. No, I love the writing of it. The 3 movies in sequence, I think, are like perfect. Even how they ended it, because they didn't leave any room for it to be like interpreted a different way or added on to. I really appreciate that, like how they ended it.
Well, that's how J.R. Tolkien wrote it. Like, he wrote it as it's done, it's over.
That's
like,
cool. I appreciate that.
Yeah.
No, the storyline, the love stories, the twists and turns and plot twists, and the villains and antagonists and the heroes. And
what about Sam and Frodo? What'd you think about that?
Like, just the heroes. Like, they're like, you don't think of a movie of having hobbits as, these 2 little small guys from nowhere being a hero. I thought that was just cool. Like, writing that way.
What was your favorite part of this one?
I liked the end when he was in the Mount Doom part, and he didn't drop it. Like, I love that dynamic. Like, he couldn't drop it because the whole movie. I remember we talking the first movie. Like, the whole movie, people were saying, everybody was saying, like, it corrupts you, it's evil, like, it does stuff to you. So if he was able to just, like, I mean, that would have been fine, but the fact that he couldn't do it was like, it validated for me, like, the whole journey to get there. And when he finally gets there, he still can't, and then bringing Gollum back, like, and taking it.
Yeah.
Like, that was cool, because I'm like, he's dead, you know? So
well, in the first one, remember when they're in the Mines of Moria, Frodo says it's a pity Bilbo didn't kill him.
Yeah.
And he said, and Gandalf basically said, like, I think Gollum still has a part to play in this.
Wow, yeah.
And he did. Like, if Gollum hadn't been there, Frodo just would have kept the ring, and it, who knows what could have happened. So, really, like, the fact that he was alive and was with them actually ended up being a really good thing. Like, he played a really important part.
Yeah.
Biting his finger off.
Yeah. That was crazy. Then at the end, I was like, he can't live. Like
Frodo?
Yeah.
Yeah.
And so that was timely. And him going off into whatever the place they call it. But yeah, no, I think that was really cool. I think it's a good movie.
Are you ready to watch it like a million more times?
Yeah, heck yeah. There's so many things, like, obviously the extended versions.
Yeah.
I caught a glimpse of one of them because we're editing this. And I downloaded the extended version, or screen recorded the extended version, and it was too long. I'm like, nothing was like adding up, and I'm like, oh, okay. And I'm like, oh wow, these are like whole scenes. Like, I'm like, okay, I'm at the wrong movie, right?
Yeah. Well, the extended version for this movie is probably an extra hour, maybe. And so you asked while we were watching the movie, you asked, what about Saruman the Wizard?
Yeah.
And that's one thing about the theatrical version that I think is done well. Everything's better in the extended, but I wish they would have done it. In the extended, you actually see when they're there with Treebeard, you see an exchange with Saruman, and he ends up dying.
Oh.
And that's just not. He's never seen again in the theatrical.
I'm like, what happened to this guy?
Yeah, it's a whole scene, which I won't spoil the nuances of it because we'll watch it eventually. But
wow,
that's the one like thing that I was like, man, they never even had a wrap up really with him. So because you asked, he dies basically. So.
I was trying to rationalize that. Maybe he's like in the tower with the eye. Like, maybe.
And Treebeard made a comment like, "Oh, he's in there. He has no power. Like, we'll keep him in there." Blah blah blah. But yeah, so just because you were asking, but I just love the dynamic with like Frodo and Sam. Like, Sam is such a good friend. Like that line of, "I can't carry it for you, but I can carry you." Like that. I've seen it a million times, and that still makes me just, like, bawl my eyes out.
Yeah.
Like, I don't know. I feel like it's how how a friendship should be. Like, if you're struggling, like, I can't carry it for you, but I can help carry you, you know? Like, it's just so good. And then when Aragorn says, like, my friends, you bow to no one. Come on. Come on! So good.
Yeah. Yeah.
You don't think so?
No, I think it's awesome.
You're looking at me like I'm crazy right now.
No, I'm not. That's cool.
Okay.
It's fun for me to see, like, you come alive in these movies. Like, I think that's cool. It's different from any other of the movies because you like this one so much. And so...
Best movies of all time.
Yeah, it's cool to see that.
All the movies we're going to react to from here on out are... I'm just kidding.
Yeah.
But this is the pinnacle. So out of the 3, which one was your favorite?
I like the first one the best.
Really? Because the last movie you said you liked Two Towers the best.
Yeah, but seeing all of them, I like the first one.
Yeah.
The first one's cool because the drastic dynamic from like nobody, 0 to hero, like straight up.
Mm-hmm.
Like there's these nobodies, right? They set up the story, and now these guys are on this voyage to like destroy this ring.
Yeah.
Like,
yeah.
I thought that was cool. So yeah, first one for sure. Then this one, of course.
Yeah.
Then the middle one's cool. I like the middle one, but.
Yeah, I go back and forth. Like, I think overall, I think I like this one the best, but sometimes I go back and forth to the first one is so good too.
The second one has that dope scene with the castle. That was cool.
The Battle of Helm's Deep.
That was best battle, but yeah, first one for me.
Yeah. It's so good. But anyway, so after this, now what we're going to be, the next movie we're going to react to is The Hobbit. We're going to watch the Hobbit trilogy. So these are prequels and these are Bilbo's adventures. Yeah. So we're going to be watching those next. And these came out like 2011, 14,
super
somewhere
recent.
In the 2000s. We'll talk about it when we get there. But it was like at least 10, 15 years after these came out.
Cool.
So we will be reacting to those next, but Lord of the Rings is still better. I will save any opinions I have until we get to those movies. But any other closing thoughts you have?
Nope. I'm excited to watch The Hobbits. These are cool. I'm excited to rewatch these extended versions. Yeah. I'm into it, so I'm excited to see like all the stuff in this.
Ready for like a 4-hour.
Yeah, that'd be fun. little weekend binge.
Yeah.
Get some fun snacks.
Maybe when we have like a snow day or something, we'll watch them.
Yeah.
Watch them all. But and also if you guys want to stick around right after this, we're gonna have like a little round table discussion.
All the nerds are coming together.
With my friends Emily and Abby, who have been in the other skits with us we've had, and they were also in our Blind Manor Reacts. They're huge Lord of the Rings fans, so we're gonna have a little bit of a extended discussion. So stick around at the end for that. But yeah, it was fun to watch these with you. I guess we can get married now.
Have her approval.
We can get married now. You did good. Anyways, so if you guys like these, enjoyed these, please subscribe. That would help us out a lot.
Leave a comment down below.
Yeah.
Let us know what you thought.
Let us know which one was your favorite. Did you like them? Did you not like them? If you didn't, you're wrong. I'm just kidding. Thank you guys for watching, and we will see you next time.
Bye.
Aaron, are you ready?
I am.
This is my favorite one.
This is like on the reel. Like, are you ready? There's Peter.
Here he is.
You said
There's
Bieber?
The director.
I thought you said there's Bieber.
Yeah, Peter. His name's Peter Jackson.
It was like Justin Bieber who's old now.
There's J. Beebs.
Hey guys, welcome to the end of the episode, Lord of the Rings. We're capping off the 3-movie trilogy with some questions for the resident nerds of this relationship friendship. These guys are nerds, which is awesome. It's been the joy of my life to watch these 3 movies with you guys. Seriously though, it's really been fun. I want to ask them some questions. Actually, you guys ask your questions down below. If you're watching this long, you have to ask your questions down below. Please, and maybe we'll do like a part 2 or a podcast or Patreon, something like that. Coming soon. Yes. But, so, okay. First off, like, who's the biggest Lord of the Rings fan out of all of you?
It's between these two.
I'm sorry, I'm a very big Lord of the Rings fan.
I mean, we
I'll fight
already
you.
saw all my paraphernalia.
Although I do have Elvish tattooed on my body.
Legolas.
Wait! You
Go
can
get him.
if you want.
I'll
She's
get him.
attached. She's
I'll get him.
attached.
I'm
Okay,
mic'd up.
why do you think that you're the biggest Lord of the Rings fan?
So I don't think I'm the biggest because I got into the game late. These two are older than me. But I do have Elvish tattooed on my body. I've got Elvish tattooed on my ribs. Hi, Lego.
Okay, listen.
Hold
Hold on.
Okay. Are you okay? I want nothing more than to be attacked
All right, listen.
by Legolas, so.
Not to interrupt, but I'm interrupting. This beautiful, beautiful man.
Okay, first off, first, whose is this?
This is mine.
That's hers.
Thank you very
Memories.
much. Thank you. Everybody can
and what's
quit
the-
the internet now because this belongs to me.
What is the story behind?
Okay, here's the story behind
Yes.
this. When I was a young lass, I was obsessed with Lord of the Rings, and when these movies came out, my parents gifted my sister and I these cardboard cutouts. So, and this one has survived the test of time. I am now much older than I was then. I'm not going to tell you how old I am, but this one belongs actually to me and my sister, and then I also had a Frodo cardboard cutout that
Life
stood
size.
about like 4 foot tall, which I had in my bedroom, and I was obsessed with it, and it was like my favorite thing in the world. I don't know where Frodo is now. Honestly, I can't find him. I feel like my parents probably got rid of him, but Legolas has been there for me.
Stood the test of time.
Yeah, stood the test of time. I have used him to scare people in weird rooms. I have used him for everything.
Including Aaron.
And he's like sitting in my parents' basement, and they're like, "Can we get rid of this?" And I'm like, "Absolutely not. You cannot get rid of this cutout," because I'm obsessed with him. So Legolas can go away now. But yes, Legolas belongs to me. I do not have a Lord of the Rings tattoo. I'm sorry, I do not have one. I don't have any tattoos. Fun fact, like you care, but I don't have any tattoos. However, I have read all of the Lord of the Rings books. I've read The Hobbit. And I became obsessed very, very early on with Lord of the Rings, very similar to these two.
Yeah, so did all three of us grow up reading books?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Yep.
Because so you have tattoo. You have.
I have a Lord of the Rings
I have
tattoo.
a couple cutouts. I used to have a bunch of posters. I used to have a necklace with the one ring. I have a t-shirt.
Okay.
I have a couple like
I've got the even
coffee
star.
mugs.
Okay.
I mean, back in the day, I used to like, oh my gosh, it's embarrassing, but like in my locker and stuff, back in the day, I used to have like pictures. I was obsessed with Elijah Wood.
Oh my God.
So I used to have like photos of Elijah Wood, Orlando Bloom. I had photos all over my locker. I had the biggest crush on Elijah Wood. I was like, marry me. I was so into him, which is so funny to watch it now.
So, and then Hannah.
Yeah.
What are your...
Wait, I think we're missing two vital pieces of...
Well, okay, so Hannah, what are your, like, things?
So I won't go into crazy detail. If you want to see all of the nerd things that I have done or own, go to our Fellowship of the Ring, our intro there. I will discuss further. But a quick overview. I did a 10-page recital piece when I was in 8th grade for my piano recital of the ending of Return of the King. I wrote down all the Elvish words I could remember, read the books, saw the movies, had posters of Elijah Wood and Orlando Bloom everywhere. I collected all of these beautiful cards you see here. Again, I'm missing a few, so if anybody has these Topps cards, please DM
We're
us
still looking for that.
on Instagram at Heron. Wow, Hannah and Aaron React. It'll be down below because I would love to finish this collection. But I think the biggest nerddom piece that I had was that I have this little wooden block with Elijah Wood's face on it as Frodo. Aaron's gonna grab that here right now, and I actually, it might be blurry, but I will wait.
That's beautiful.
There he is. I had a friend make that for me, and I actually drove 10 hours a few years ago to a Comic-Con just to meet Elijah Wood, and he actually signed this and wrote my name, which, I mean, this is gonna be in my grave when they bury me. Like, this is amazing. And if you want to see my picture with Elijah Wood, again, please go to our Instagram. You will see it there.
I'm sorry, I have to interject because you just reminded me of something.
Sure.
You reminded me of when I was in high school, I did a book report. And for a book report, we were allowed to either write a report, like an essay, or we were allowed to make a movie. I convinced the teacher that we should be able to make a movie. And so I read Lord of the Rings for the millionth time because I had already read it by that point, but she didn't know that. And we recreated a movie with the Council of Elrond with Barbie dolls. So we had it was like Barbie dolls, and it was like, I will take the ring to Mordor. No, I will take it. Wow. And it was literally like all of the lines. So what you said just reminded me of that.
Yeah.
And I also, side note, this is a little hot take moment, big reveal moment. I have not met Elijah Wood. I would have melted into a puddle on the floor.
I did.
But I have met Dominic Monaghan before.
Mary.
I used to
Charlie
from Lost.
Okay.
It's a story that I can tell later. I don't need to tell it in its full telling. But the point is that I used to work at a certain restaurant, and he walked in and I about lost my entire mind. He was extremely kind, very, very nice. And at the time I was working there and I had a name tag on. And he said oh, thank you, Emily. And I was like, huh. And it was like somebody just stabbed me in the heart. I was just so, I can't even express how awesome.
He knows my name.
But he was very, very nice.
That's awesome.
So I didn't get the chance to meet Elijah. I would have, like I said, completely
I think
been
it's
out. But I did meet Dominic Monaghan, and he was incredibly nice. So
I think it's really cool that you guys have your different things.
Yeah.
From a new fan, I think it's super, super cool. Let's get into some quick discussion things.
yes,
I'm ready.
We did some research in the Hannah and Aaron research labs.
look at this, professional.
AKA Google search on my iPhone.
Aaron's phone.
There's a couple questions that I want to ask, and truly from a fan standpoint, and as how crazy you guys are into the world and things, I think the viewer can get some good knowledge. And I'm thinking of some particular people too. So
can we also hear your opinion too?
Yeah. Sure, absolutely. That would be actually good.
To hear
as
we're
a
here for
newbie
that
too.
too.
Because I don't think before Aaron, I don't think there was anyone in my circle of people that hadn't seen Lord of the Rings.
Yeah.
So welcome, Aaron.
Thank you.
Welcome to the
Okay, so the first question,
circle.
and give probably like a 1 to 2 minute response, but you owe it to your fans. So
oh god.
Okay. So the first question is, would Frodo have destroyed the ring if Gollum hadn't attacked him? We'll start with Abby.
Oh god. I believe so. I believe so. I think Frodo has enough of Bilbo in him and has enough of that inherent goodness and that knowledge behind it. I think he would.
Okay.
I think there would be a moment that he'd have to self-reflect and look back on it, but I think he would.
Okay. Emily?
I actually think it would have had to have been Sam. I don't know that Frodo would have done it without Gollum. Sorry if that's a hot take. I think that Frodo had the best intentions. I just think he had been bearing the burden for however long, and I think that it was his responsibility to get it there. I don't know if he was the one that was meant to throw it in, because he didn't at the end. So I think if Gollum had, I do feel like Gollum had to be there and he had that part to play. But if he hadn't have been, I think it had to have been Sam. I think Sam would have either had to have pushed the ring in or pushed Frodo in.
Dang.
Yeah, Frodo going
That's
with
my
the ring
opinion.
could have.
But whatever. Sorry, don't hate on me. That's my opinion.
What do you think?
My answer was going to be the same. I don't think Frodo could have thrown the ring in by himself, but the fact that Sam was there, I think if it came down to it, he would have done what was necessary, or was the only person who could have convinced Frodo to end up doing it. Yeah. So the fact that Sam was there, I think eventually, hopefully, he could have convinced Frodo, or like Emily said, eventually just pushed him in maybe. But I agree that Gollum had a role to play the whole time. But no, I don't think Frodo could have done it if it was just him there by himself. I don't think so.
I agree. one of the things that I said at the end of the movie, if you caught it, was from a new viewer standpoint, the fact that he couldn't, like, it validated what I watched the last two movies.
Yeah.
And I'm like, okay, if everything that I've been taking in says that this thing is evil, that everybody that touches it is seduced by it, like, you have to stay away, and it can only be Frodo that, like, can destroy this ring.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
I was wondering, and I was happy because I'm like, okay, why would he be, like, abstain from that? Like, how would he not be able to, like,
Right.
how is he not seduced this whole time by the
Yeah.
ring? So the fact that happened, I was happy because I'm like, okay, this, like, the writing in that is perfect.
Mm-hmm.
I'm like, okay, this makes sense. Like, they stayed true to that point. So,
Yeah. That's good.
moving on to the end of the movie, and I actually kind of had this thought briefly, and that was, how did the hobbits adjust to life back in the Shire? Let's start with Hannah.
Well, I think it's kind of a look at what I believe, like, soldiers who've been in war deal with, that PTSD of the battles and the things that they've seen, that the people around them just don't understand what they've been through, and only if you've been through it do you understand. And I think, you know, again, I'm speaking more modern day, but you know, there needs to be help for those type of people who struggle with PTSD.
Wow. Okay.
Because, you know, you've been through so much. Like, how do you go back to normal? And even Frodo said that. Like, how can one rewind the clock? Like, you can't. So I think they found their new normal. Like, Sam got married, and, you know, Merry and Pippin probably got back to their old shenanigans, but I don't think they ever really did go back to normal or how they used to be.
That's a really good perspective, and I like how you tied that back to, like, real life. That was cool.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. What about you, Madame?
Yeah, I agree completely. I think I can even see Merry and Pippin continuing their adventures in some lesser capacity, but still, I think they, in particular, would have trouble getting back to the normalcy and the simplicity of the Shire. I think I could see them traveling and just, like, even just trekking out and just doing, like, not even for a purpose, just, like, I could see the two of them just, like, going off. I think Sam getting married was, like, I like what Hannah said about their new normal. Like, that's their normal, but they're never going to go back to how it was before. Like, you can't go back to before that journey. So I think there would definitely be, like, an adjustment period, probably a long adjustment period.
Yeah.
But yeah, I think Hannah hit it spot on.
Yeah. What about you?
Yeah, I mean, I feel the same. I think, just speaking only to the movies, not necessarily to the books, but I feel like it's interesting that you have this whole journey, and the whole time they're like, we're just trying to get back to, like, why are we here?
Yeah.
Why were we chosen? And can we just if everything was back to normal, it'd be fine. And then they finally complete their task, and they get there and they go, this is not the same anymore, you know? And they kind of, that moment in the movie where they all kind of look around and they, like, cheers together. It's kind of like, all right, we did it.
Yeah.
But we can't continue living on with this same sort of, like, blissful ignorance that we had. Yeah. And I think that it actually kind of speaks to, I mean, and I won't spoil anything for Aaron because he hasn't seen The Hobbit, but I mean, I would suggest that you would read The Hobbit before you see it, because the novel is incredible, but it kind of speaks to Bilbo and his journey, because he had a whole separate journey that I won't touch on because I don't want to spoil anything.
Yeah.
But I will say, in these movies, he says, I'd like to go on another adventure.
Yeah.
Right? It's this point it's in the first movie, he's talking about you know, the ring, and he's like, well, I think I'm ready for another another kind of journey.
Yeah.
And Gandalf is kind of looking at him like, okay, you know. And it's kind of like, once you have that experience, you kind of either desire more or you say, I'm done. Yeah. And at the end of Return of the King, which we've just seen, Frodo is like, I've completed my purpose and my task, and I'm done.
Yeah.
And that's kind of like, not to get into different territory, but Gandalf the White, obviously, Gandalf the White came back because, almost like a Jesus figure, Tolkien was not shy about his faith and his opinion.
Yeah.
But Gandalf was like, he came back in a different form in order to fulfill his purpose. And so when Gandalf was able to fulfill his purpose, which was to destroy the Ring of Power, then he was like, peace out, y'all.
Yeah.
I'm going to go off to the lands and die because I have done what I was set out to do.
Yeah.
So I think, you know, for Frodo, once he completed that crazy journey, it was not necessarily, even though he felt like it was about coming back home and being all well and dandy, it really wasn't at the end of the day. He was like, this is what I was born to do. This is what I was called to do. And I've succeeded.
Yeah.
So now I'm done.
I think it's the cool, like she humanizes, it's like the cool faceless, nameless crew, people in the shadows, people in the, you know, like the men and women that like save the country every day, or you know, police officers, or from the federal level, people that are just unfolding plots that will, you know, we have the comfort of our lives and we'll never know about.
We don't have to worry about it.
Yeah, it's like we don't even know like what just went down. And so when you get back to the Shire, and it's like business as usual, and I mean, it is told that story when the lady's face, you know, she's like, oh, they're back, you know, and I'm like, such is life, you know, like you don't get any accolades, you don't get any praise, no one even knows what you did. So last question,
Charlie,
Charles, his water thing
Charles.
is
what's the okay, last question.
Okay, we're ready.
What, so you guys have all read the books?
Yes.
What is one thing, okay, 2-part question.
Okay.
What is one thing that you missed from the book? And what is one thing that you always wondered what would happen, like in the future, like if there was another movie, something that they can cover? A lot of people online said wizards. Like they're like, hey, there's more wizards. Like where are the rest of the wizards? We only saw 3 wizards.
Yeah.
So I'll use that one as mine because I wouldn't know. I didn't read the books.
Okay.
Right, but
Sure.
And you guys might see me disappear just in case our cat's acting crazy. But
Charlie's getting crazy.
So what's that question? We'll start with Emily.
Sure. I already know. So, I mean, I actually feel like I really do feel like the Lord of the Rings movies are a great representation of the novels. I mean, yes, of course, there's always things that are missed. Of course. I'm not going to say it's perfect, but I do feel like as far as interpretations of novels go, it's pretty close. For me, I'm just going to make a general blanket statement. You can hate me if you want, but I really do feel like as somebody who really loves music and is connected with music, there's a lot of music and poetry that's incorporated into the novels. Legolas sings a lot in the books. And there's a lot of music that is used. I do feel like Peter Jackson used a nod to the music when he had Aragorn sing. Was that a deleted scene or was that?
No, that was it.
Okay,
and it was amazing.
So Aragorn sings, and Pippin sings, obviously. But in the books, Legolas sings a ton.
Yeah, he does.
And there's a lot of music that is used because in the world that he created, much like in the world of lore, I guess you would say, the way that they were able to pass down stories from generation to generation was they were able to sing it to each other. So they would have like these little folk songs that they would sing, you know, and that would be how stories were passed throughout generations. So I love that they incorporated some music in the films, but I would have loved to have seen them incorporate it even more and use that music and that singing. That really resonates with me personally, so I would have liked to have seen a little bit more of that in the films. Because I think that makes sense for the world. There was a second part to your question. What was it?
So that's good because you answered what from the books. What's one like thought, dream, hope, wonder that you would have for another movie?
There was a sequel.
Right. That if there was a sequel.
Oh my gosh.
I mean, it's hard to say because I think they're kind of perfect the way that they end. My favorite character in the entire films and books is Sam. And while I think that the fantasy that they're creating is that Sam goes off to live this happy life, you know, which is true, and I love that for him. I would love
that journey for
love
you.
that journey for him. I would love to see a little bit of how he is able to cope and move forward. And I also feel like we see a piece of the elves, but I don't know what goes on with Galadriel. There's a lot going on with her.
Mm-hmm.
There's a lot that kind of continues with the elves, and considering that they're immortal, I would love to see kind of where that path takes and where Middle-earth goes with them, because I feel like they're really the people that not only have the history, but they have the continuation of the story. So I'd like to see kind of where the elves end up, and I feel like that could be a way that this story could live on, actually, because they don't ever die unless they make that choice.
Yeah.
So I feel like, that would be what I'd like to see.
Yeah.
Abby?
Yeah, in all honesty, I haven't read the books in years, and it was like pre-puberty that I read them, so there's not a ton that I remember. There is a scene at the end of Return of the King of the hobbits returning to the Shire, and I can't curse on your channel. And
use fruits.
Fruits.
What?
The hobbits return to the Shire, and it's kind of in disarray for various reasons, and
Yeah.
there's some like weird reunions that happen, and like, you know, that it's kind of also them coming back. It's a chance for the hobbits to come back and kind of assert the authority that they've now gained that no one knows about. That I would have loved to see. I also would have loved to see more of not only wizards, but more of the elves too, I think. And just more of the people groups in general. I think just that's like a nerd point of view of like, I want to see this world unfold in different ways and see how it works on like a daily basis. That also ties into like the sequels. Like I would honestly just love like a day in the Shire, a day in like Rohan, like whatever it is. Just that's like a nerd point of like, I want to be immersed in this world.
That'd be cool. Love stories in there.
You and love story.
Well,
they make movies.
It's true,
but
though.
honestly,
It's
I'd
true.
love just
You're not
like,
wrong.
and like Emily said too, I would love to see Sam, I would love to follow, like, where are they now?
Or his
kind of.
children. He has children.
His children, or Merry and Pippin too, or just like these various people that we meet. I'd love to be like, where are they now kind of thing of like following.
Oprah's, where are they now?
Yes.
She'd be all over that.
Galadriel's, where are
The
they
Shire
now?
edition.
Imagine Oprah, I'm sitting down with two hobbits.
Gosh.
That's everything.
Hey,
So
hey,
that's what I want.
Hey, pause for a break. We're gonna pause for a break for our commercials and make $1 billion.
Oprah?
But that's what I want.
It's like a hair commercial to have hair like an elf.
Yeah,
it's like, do you want hair like Legolas?
L'Oreal.
Yeah. What about you, Hannah?
I agree that I think out of any like book to movie adaptation I've seen, I think these movies do such an incredible job. Like they couldn't be any less than 3 hours, you know, to get everything. And they still don't get everything that was in the books. But I think for me, even just knowing who J.R.R. Tolkien was as a person, and me personally being a person of faith, like the way that that translates into this story and the fact that so many people have embraced that and love that and understand the meaning behind it, like the good versus evil and like all that kind of stuff, like it just hits on a different level for me than I think a normal movie would. I can appreciate those aspects of faith that he intertwined into the story, like a fantasy story that you wouldn't think would have those metaphors. But I personally, that just means a lot to me. But as far as what I wish could have been in the movies, I think I would have to kind of go with what Emily said, like the music and the poetry. There's just so much of that. And I also think like he made like a whole world, like a whole language, a whole people group. You know, I don't think there could have been any less, but he almost could have done more, even more than the extendeds. Like add those scenes of singing, add those walking scenes with just dialogue, like whatever it is.
Like a 7-hour movie.
Listen, I would watch it.
I'm here for it.
I'd watch it.
Diehard fans, like, we would watch it. I remember, this is kind of a tangent, but when the Hobbit movies were coming out, they would release behind the scenes, like, what did they call them? Behind the scenes, like, diaries of them just making it. I would watch.
Yeah.
I would watch 8 hours with them just making Lord of the Rings.
Totally
I have.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Like,
I know the behind the scenes are another 3 hours, but
Right.
and then I think to answer the last question of what if there were to be some sort of after the movie sequel look into it, I think really the only thing I can think of that I would want to see is maybe like an older version of Sam, and like how in Two Towers he was talking about, I wonder if we'll ever be in tales or songs and they'll say, oh, like that Mr. Frodo, he was really brave, and Frodo says like, what about Sam? Like
Samwise the Brave.
Samwise the Brave. So like to see that Sam have that moment, maybe when he's super old and you know the people talking don't really know it's him, but he just gets to hear that. Like, they're in a song, they're in a great tale. I just think, like, that would be such a cool moment to see. But I think they wrapped it up perfectly. I don't feel left wanting much. What about you?
So, well, I answered the first one. So, okay, I have one last question. Because all of you have said it. And there's a little bit of a caveat behind it. So the question is, did Frodo eventually die in the West? Right? And they say after everything he's been through, Frodo decides that he just can't remain in the Shire anymore. Mm-hmm. He's seen too much, and the effect of the One Ring on him was too great. Mm-hmm. He decides to sail into the West with Bilbo.
Oh my god.
And the others, right? Frodo doesn't magically become immortal by going into the unlying lands with the rest of them.
No.
He's simply there in a peaceful utopia. So what happens if he decides to leave? Can he ever come back? Or has he decided to simply live out his days there?
I don't think he would come back. I think that it's like a version of heaven, basically. Mm-hmm. I think he was going out to kind of like peacefully go.
Yeah.
That's
a cool question, though. Huh?
It is. Like, no, it's good.
Because even
good.
Before we get to the others, like when we were talking, like I automatically assumed from our resident super fans that like my assumption was, oh, that's where they go to die, right? That's where. In my brain, I'm like, they're dead, right? Mm-hmm. Like they're there, they're dead. But that's a really good question. Like, are they still dead? Can they come back? Like, what do you think, Emma?
I agree. I think he's gone. I think that it's the same situation as Gandalf. I think he was like, I served my purpose. And Frodo, obviously, in Fellowship or whatever, prior, was just kind of living his life. And then he realized that his purpose was to be the ring bearer. And I don't think anybody else but Frodo could have taken that ring as far as he did. Like, obviously, I don't know that he could have finished the job without Gollum or Sam there. Mm-hmm. But I do feel like there's a difference between, do I feel like Sam could have bared that burden all that way? No. Yeah. So it takes both. So I feel like once he completed his task, it's like, you know, not to get too biblical about it, you can agree or disagree with me, but it's like, well done, good and faithful servant. Yeah. It's like, you've completed your task.
Yeah.
Here you go. And Frodo recognized it as soon as he finished it. And then he got back to the Shire and was like, what am I doing here? I'm done.
Mm-hmm. Wasn't that many years after?
Yeah,
3.
Okay.
But I do feel like somebody like Merry, Pippin, and Sam, you know, they had completed a large task in support of the greater good.
It didn't hold
the
same
But I
weight.
don't feel as though Sam, that was the end of his story.
Yeah.
And I don't feel as though Merry and Pippin, that was the end of their story. Or even Aragorn, he had to rule. That was, he still had a place.
Yeah.
And I think Frodo was like, this was my burden to bear and my story to tell, and that's done.
Yeah.
And I don't have much more to do.
Yeah.
So he decided to make the choice to leave, and I don't think there's any intention or reason why he would come back.
Yeah.
What do you think, Abby?
That.
That's what I think.
But you both summed it up so perfectly.
Yeah.
I think that's the answer.
So you do go there to die, you can't return.
I don't think Frodo would return. Like, I don't think there's a point.
Whether you can or not, I don't think.
Yeah, I can't really
see
speak
why.
to that,
Yeah.
but Frodo specifically, no. Yeah.
Well, I hope you guys enjoy. I mean,
wait, Aaron, before you go,
Yeah.
who ended up being your favorite character?
Yeah.
You connected with the most?
Ooh.
There is a correct answer.
Charlie's
No,
judging.
it can be
in the
whoever you
corner.
want. I mean, each character has merit, so
Yeah.
it can be literally whoever you
There's
want.
no wrong answer.
Yeah.
Unless
I
it's
think
Unless it's an orc.
Unless
then.
it's an orc or
this is like an
Yo.
or like
worm
the
tongue. or
orcs are
something.
technologically advanced. Come
You
on.
love that.
Better than a stormtrooper. Are you kidding me?
way better than a storm.
I
They're
would
better
say,
than a stormtrooper.
oh man,
It's
Gandalf or
yeah.
Aragorn.
Gandalf and Aragorn are
Oh.
legit.
Like just because,
Interesting because you didn't say them for the other two movies.
yeah. Well, conclusion. I'm like,
Yeah,
okay,
yeah.
the
No, it's
importance,
cool.
right?
It's cool.
Like
Yeah.
the importance of it. I think. I mean, yeah, it's
Mhm.
one or the other.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's good.
Yeah, without expanding, like you guys get.
No, why?
Oh,
you know, you should
why?
hear
So-
why.
Expand.
Because I might be wrong. It's Aragorn the King, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay,
You're not
so
wrong. You're not
because of his purpose
Mhm.
and how it started, and also which was a really good question. Another question we won't answer. I want you guys to answer this probably in the
Okay,
comment
you
section.
answer
Yeah.
it.
But like an aside, I'm thinking like, okay, like who dies first? does this girl die? Is this new?
Interesting. Okay.
Or does he die? That
All
was that like blew my
All right,
mind. That was a
Between him
question.
and Arwen?
And
is that what
Arwen.
you're saying?
That was a good question.
Okay.
But no, just his importance through the movie,
Mhm.
his leadership with Legolas. I can't say his name.
There you go.
But I like that bond. But just know, I mean, like he, out of all the characters at the end, when it was all said and done,
Mhm.
was the one appointed to move it to the future,
Mhm.
right? You see the significance of the hobbits, but also they went back to the Shire. Like Aragorn's ruling
Yeah.
everything,
And
Middle
it's
Earth.
interesting from where you met him the first time in that pub as
the pub.
just a ranger, like no
Strider.
name, you know. It's kind of his character
His
arc
char-
is
like,
real cool.
So sitting back and even
Yeah.
hearing you guys talk, I'm like, obviously Frodo, obviously Sam, right? Obviously the other hobbits had an importance. Gandalf is really important, but like consistently every single scene, he's like
Mhm.
there, available, fighting, killing, in it, leadership,
Oh, yeah.
leading, integral.
Well, especially because it's this change of heart, you know, not to go off on a tangent, but obviously he chose, he's the heir.
Yeah.
So at any point, he could have been like, yo, it's me, I'm the leader,
Yeah.
right?
Yeah,
But
give me
he
your
was
ring.
like, I've seen time and time again how men have failed.
Mhm.
Yeah.
I've seen time and time again, and the last person that wielded this sword didn't do so hot.
Yeah.
So why would I pick that up and continue on that legacy? And what's so great about why people love the relationship and that moment between Boromir and Aragorn is because Boromir believes in the race of men.
Yeah.
He believes that they can build up and be as great as they once were. And Aragorn's like, all right, you're delusional. Like, you're in this weird state of mind where you feel like everything's hunky-dory. And even to the end, even though Boromir falters and he makes a mistake, at the end, he's like, I still believe that there's hope in men.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Like, you know, we're not perfect, but I do feel like at the end of the day, like, hope is gonna win out.
Yeah.
And that last scene was, I mean, even the significance of what he said. You brought that up. What he said to the hobbits, I think, was
Yeah.
like I was like, okay, man, like this guy's like he's the guy. Like he will be the guy moving forward in this story. Even though the story ends,
Yeah.
like they set him up to do
If
it.
he was in Game of Thrones, would you want him on the throne?
Absolutely, Ned Stark. All right, so thank you guys so much. We are we're happy that you guys stayed this long and enjoyed
Thank
it.
you.
Thank you.
Yes.
We will see you in the
So
next
much.
nerd discussion. Maybe there'll be a
Yes.
part 2 with these lovely ladies. Maybe we will do like
One after the
one
Hobbit?
after The Hobbit. We'll probably do one after Harry Potter. They're
Yeah.
nerds, y'all.
Oh, Harry
Love
Potter.
Also
We're
we
into
are-
Harry Potter.
We are out and we're going to say
Bye.